spawning down in the bottom left position of Jagannatha. It is the red Zerg player. Give it up for Rogue. And his opponent spawning up in the top right. It is the blue Protoss player. Give it up for Trap. These two players, of course, incredibly high-level players, duking it out for that last spot out of the group. Trap and Rogue, both really threats to win the entire thing. Oh, look at this. Okay, we've got Rogue preparing for the potential of a hatch block right now. Going to be going for just 15 drones before taking his expansion right here. Now, not an ideal situation when you're playing against a standard build, not a super early scout. But in the situation where, you know, that super early scout is coming down, that very early hatch block, if you can avoid that, yeah, it's nice. It's real nice. But, yeah, not going to be the case here. And so a small, very small build order disadvantage for Rogue, but, yeah, not the end of the world. Now, what can we expect between these two players? Jagannatha, one of those maps where swarm hosts are very, very effective. If the Protoss player does not go for double Stargate opener, positions like here, where you can just pop those locusts up right onto the main base. Well, obviously in this case, it's on this side. Pop these locusts right up onto the main base, threaten that main nexus. If they take this base as their third, you can pop those swarm hosts up into the mineral line right here. Same thing from the fourth base location on the top, pop them on over into this potential third or fourth base location. A lot of areas that are just very much exposed. I want to note, by the way, this is a pretty late scout out of Trap. If this had been a 12 pool, he would have been in a little bit of trouble here. Only would have seen this in time to potentially build a zealot. No additional gateway at the front. He started that nexus right away. So yeah, kind of a less than ideal situation for Rogue, getting a very, very slight build order disadvantage relative. We're just talking about a couple of minerals, but you know, at the highest level can add up a little bit. Now it is that Stalker opening here out of Trap. And yeah, that does lend towards the possibility of a Twilight Council opening. And as I say that, we're going to be seeing Resonating Glaive Adepts here, almost 100%. We've got 2 probes mining on each gas. Trap really going to be prioritizing those minerals as Resonating Glaives. Not an expensive upgrade. Only costs 100 gas. Of course, you need 100 gas for that robotics facility. And then each adept only costs you 25 gas a pop. Pretty efficient gas-wise. And, well, should see that glaives start up as soon as that 100 minerals comes through here. Boom. There it is. Now, your goal when you go for, assuming this is a 4-gate glaive adepts, you should be looking to warp in your first set of 4 adepts to bring you up to 8 total. Should be looking to do that at around the 430 mark. That is a pretty crisp build right there. Now, Rogue, on the other hand, is going to need to identify this first and foremost. And for now, he's got this Overlord kind of keeping a vague eye over the gases of the natural, trying to spread these lings out to watch for a potential Oracle leaving his opponent's main base. But for now, we're not going to be seeing that. We are seeing a, well, obviously we're seeing that 4-gate Glaive Adepts build. Rogue, though, doesn't know this for sure, and he is getting this Spore Crawler up in the main base. Now, he's only on the... Oh, he's going to be going up to 2 gas, looks like. And we'll have that Roach Warren up pretty quickly here. We do see these gateways coming online. Glaives is almost finished up. The Adepts are going to shade forward, and Rogue now does see what's going on. He started up those Roaches, but they are not going to be out quite yet. For now, he's going to have to deal with this with Queens. And look at that, 427, 428. Beautiful timing coming in here from Trap. And, well, Spinecrawler is going to try and start up here. These Queens will soak up a lot of shots, but they do get targeted down very, very quickly. One of them going down immediately. Lings will trap these Adepts, but trap is it's kind of a light word there, as the Adepts of Trap, they tear them down pretty quickly. We will have quite a few drones actually going down there immediately. 5 drones, but we are going to be seeing Rogue deal with this pretty well so far. But meanwhile, more Adepts going to be coming on into the natural, picking off a good number of drones right here. 5 more drones going down. And that last Adept, what happened to it? Well, it looks like it was killed off here. War Prism is going to pop back on out. And, well, despite the little bit of damage that was done, I think Rogue is okay with this. Oh, especially if he can get on top of these Adepts and maybe force a cancel on this third base. Actually, yeah, he's going to be able to pick these off, and he should definitely be able to force a cancel. That is really, really nice for the Red Zerg player. And Trap's got to be feeling pretty pressured right now. Rogue going to be going up to that layer. More drones coming down here. We already see a third gas being added on. Rogue really does need a lot more drones, though. Right now, yeah, I would love to see him prioritize that a little bit more. Looks like he did morph in some Ravagers, just trying to kind of pressure the front door. And I like that. Trap, yeah, with only 4 gateways right now, he is in a lot of trouble. He has really got to make something happen. And, well, with Blink coming down, with Immortals being pumped out, he is, of course, you know, increasing the complexity and power of his army. But Rogue is on 3 bases, and he has been for a while. Oh, these Queens kind of snuck out of position right there. They had the opportunity to get, I think, a lot done. Trap is going to shade into the natural right here. We'll pick off a couple of drones. Actually going to get 3 drones right there with those Adepts, so not bad. Not bad at all. Trap. Is he going to cut workers right here and just go for a big attack? Kind of a fake third base. It is really looking like that. Even, yeah, he's, okay, there we go. He does start up that +1 attack. But if he goes for this fake third, I don't think that +1 attack is going to come online anytime soon to help get something done. And Rogue is already up to a great economy with 60 drones here. He does have to be very, very careful because, yeah, this is a more or less fake third Nexus, so he could find himself in a lot of trouble if he doesn't pump out a lot of units. And, yeah, 6 more drones coming down. We are starting to get to that point where, you know, you really got to be careful as Rogue. He could definitely over-drone and put himself into a little bit of trouble. Infestation Pit coming down and a Hydra Den. Oh my, is he thinking about a Hive right now? Yeah, he's got a 4th hatch on the way. As long as he doesn't drone too much more, he's actually okay. Oh, 30. Oh, looks like more Adepts coming into the natural expansion, picking off 2 more drones, but they will get taken out without suffering too many losses. And yeah, Trap, he is now moving across the map with pretty much an all-in. And Rogue, he has basically just got a hold, and he's morphing in a ton of Ravagers right now, repositioning this one spine that he did let finish from earlier. And, well, this is feeling like it is a very difficult attack to make happen. Ooh, a lot of force fields coming down right here. They do trap off a good number of units, but Rogue will be able to retreat back from that, breaking those force fields with the corrosive biles. Spinecrawler does go down. These force fields, not bad. Oh, man, somehow that Observer surviving that flurry of corrosive biles. I can't believe that Rogue actually did start up that Hive right here. He's actually in a lot of trouble right now. Big blink forward on the bottom side of the army. Force field kind of segmenting off these Ravagers. Huge corrosive biles coming down, but there's still so many Immortals right now, and the drones will get pulled. Trap is slowly getting pushed back. And Rogue, if he can trap these Immortals, he should be able to get this attack broken. We'll pick off one of them. The other one does get saved by the War Prism, but yeah, the strength of this attack, oh, even another Immortal going down. The strength of this attack has been broken. And Rogue, despite losing 12 drones, he is still up 9 workers. And, well, this is a brutal position right now for Trap. Rogue, kind of having this Spore Crawler in a bit of an awkward position, will end up losing that. Unfortunately, not able to completely zone out that War Prism. But it is a cool concept. If he had a Spore Crawler here as well, then that Spore Crawler maybe here or here, that'd be pretty much full coverage of the top side. Now, we are going to be seeing Trap going up into additional probes. Did he literally just build 3 probes and then stop again? That would kind of be funny. Rogue really droning up for that late game here. And, I mean, he can do it at this point. He is, he's got a very, very large army. Yeah, he's going up into lurkers. He's got that hive done. Wouldn't mind seeing him get +2 missile. Yeah, there we go. Starts up immediately. And, I mean, Trap is still completely all in. That's the only thing, is that there's no gases on this third base. Trap really doesn't have any power with his army. He's only got 1 immortal and 24 blink stalkers. Trying to make anything happen with this against the pretty large army of Rogue is, well, that's going to be an uphill battle. Ton more Ravagers coming in here for Rogue. He does have a good amount of creep spread right now, and he is going to catch a good number of these Blink Stalkers. Ling's trying to run around as Blink is on cooldown. They will be able to get a couple of them, but not a huge number. But once again, we got to realize that Rogue literally just needs to hold this attack, and he's got Lurkers on the way. Trap, he has got to find some way to get something done, but that is a big ask right now. And, well, Immortal not even helping out for the majority of this fight so far. Corrosive Bowels kind of just thrown out at random, but they do complicate the positioning for Trap. And, well, we are going to see a pretty solid pushback once again coming out of Rogue. More and more Stalkers are going down, and GG is going to get called. Rogue's going to take game number 1. Really solid, solid start to the series here. And here we go. We are getting into game number 2 in just a moment. It is going to be on Romanticide. Rogue taking that game number 1, kind of slapping down everything Trap tried to do right there. The Adepts, they got a little bit done, but not enough. And, well, we'll have to see if Rogue can keep this up and complete the 2-0, or if this man spawning down in the bottom right position, the blue Protoss player, Trap, can even the series at 1 apiece. And spawning up in the top left, it is the red Zerg player, Rogue. Yeah, this, I don't know. That was a kind of tough game number 1 for Trap. He did a lot of things well. The Glaive Adept's timing wasn't bad. It got a little bit of value, but Rogue shut it down cleanly enough and then kind of dismissed immediately Trap's attempt to take a third base. Oh, Rogue once again going to be going for that 15 hatch. This time he will get rewarded, as Trap was going for that very early hatch block. And, well, that's annoying right there. You don't want to have that go to waste as Trap. Rogue saying, no, no, no. You don't do this to me. You do not knock my probes off of, or my drones off of gas. And, wow, yeah, already getting a hit on the hull of that probe. So, nice job from Rogue. Avoiding losing out on too much mining time here. Of course, that spam clicking, very annoying to deal with out of the Protoss player. Now, Trap. Are we going to see him go for a Glaive Adepts opening once again? Or is he going to maybe mix things up a little bit here and go for something a little bit different? Stargate openers are, of course, very, very powerful in the current iteration of things. Stargate openers, double Stargate plays. But to be honest, it feels like when you want to beat Rogue, who is on his game, and he looked pretty sharp last game, you gotta do it with... You gotta do it with really, really tight aggression, and that is what Trap was aiming for in that previous series. But Rogue was just too solid. He just did not let himself get overwhelmed there. And oh, we do see this probe already suffering a little bit of damage, but no, Rogue's not gonna chase for it. Doesn't want to get too far out on the map as the first Adept pops out. And it will go across the map. And yeah, it looks like it is going to be that Stargate opener for Trap here. Now, there's a lot of options. Before, it was basically just, you know, build an Oracle, or build 2 oracles, or build 3 oracles, or build an oracle and a phoenix. Now it's like you got void rays in the mix. You can go void ray first into an oracle. You can go void rays into double Stargate void ray off of a 3rd base. There's a lot more options with Stargate openers these days. And, well, it is going to be that 2nd Adept coming forward here for Trap. Trap keeping that probe very... Looks like he wants to be keeping an eye on a potential Ling sneak buy. So if there was like a very committed 19-drone Zergling flood, this probe would spot the Lings trying to sneak out of the main base and, you know, scoot around to the left and kind of pool on this potential 3rd base location. But we're not going to be seeing that, and Double Adept will now start to make its way in. Oh, do we have enough Zerglings out of Rogue? Not at the moment. He's only sitting on 4, but with the double Queen there, Trap being a little bit careful with it. Now, there is no Spore Crawler there, and the Queens are a little bit out of position, so we could see this Oracle actually get a little bit of damage done. 2nd Queen... Oh, you know what? The Queens will reposition, and they are now going to be in a decent spot to deal with this. And, well, yeah, Rogue's doing a pretty good job, actually, of dealing with this. Oh, he even pulls one of the drones from the 3rd base. Nice job. Avoiding that, not having to turn it into an extractor or anything like that. Very, very nice. Ooh, we will see Trap, though. Finds a couple of... Oh, 1 drone in the main. Nice Spore Crawler save out of Rogue there. Very, very well done. And we do have that very quick 3rd Nexus coming down. Void Ray is going to be built here out of Trap. Now, we could definitely still see a 2nd Stargate. That is very much on the table. Oh, but it is going to be Forge and Twilight Council, and that is the universal sign from Protoss that says, I'm going to macro. Still, at least 2 Void Rays coming out. Will we see another one? I don't think so, but I wouldn't have thought we'd see more than 1 necessarily if you're going single Stargate. Yeah, okay, he's going to cut it at 2 Void Rays, and this will throw Rogue for a bit of a loop. You usually don't see 2 Void Rays off of 1 Stargate, and that's it. It's usually more than that. Sell it at the 3rd base will kill off this scouting link. Ooh, we do have Double Adept coming in towards this 3rd hatch of Rogue. It is going to be able to fight. They are going to be able to fight their way through a little bit, and we'll pick off 3 drones. Not bad. But I think those were the first... Nope. Yeah, first 3 drones besides the 1 drone the Oracle picked off. Will pop back into the natural expansion, grabs 2 more. But still, this is not bad for Rogue at all. Trap, though, already on an equal worker count to his opponent. And he's going up into a big charge lot Archon setup here. How many gateways do we have? Just 2 at the moment. But yeah, a bunch more about to come online. We're about to see 8-gate charge lot. 8-gate charge lot Archon, I should say. Now, will we see Trap go straight up to Storm? Or is he potentially going to try and hit some kind of timing with this? We'll have to see. Void Ray, by the way, doing a good job of just kind of killing off these scouting units. Rogue, he's got a little bit of creep spread here coming out. Now, is there a robotics facility? No, there is not. No robo. Okay, there we go. Starting up a robo finally at the front. Trap's got to be a little bit careful. Rogue did go for relatively quick lurkers in the previous game, but it looks like Trap. Oh, Rogue is definitely thinking that Trap has gone for double Stargate here, and we see extra Spore Crawlers here. Oh, that is not ideal for Rogue. 2 additional Spore Crawlers. And wow, what a weird little move right here. Oh my god, the Queens are going to find a Void Ray immediately, and they're target firing the 2nd one. It is getting very low on HP. Archon already going down, and oh man, the Void Ray so close to getting picked off. These Queens, it's actually, I didn't realize, it's actually Queen Ling Bane being used as the defense, and that has been super effective so far. +1 melee on those Lings, actually helping out a lot to take down that 1 Archon. We will see what happened with that Void Ray. Did he send it home? Okay, yeah, he sent it home to the 3rd base. Just keeping that in position to deal with potential run-bys. Oracle pops back into the somewhat surprisingly defenseless 3rd base. And the Queens, yeah, all 11 of them were out of position right there. Man, Rogue is, yeah, he's going for a huge Overlord Queen drop in this game. It's going to be Ling, Bane, Queens, and Dropper Lords. So a cute little variation on the German taxi build, I feel. Trap. He will have that Storm finishing up in just a moment or two. Starting up that +2 attack as well. And, well, this is a super weird build. Oh, wow, we're going to see... Oh, my God, are we going to see fast ultras? That is what it feels like to me with the timing of this hive, with these upgrades, with the number of queens. Queens actually do... Or, sorry, not queens. Ultras actually do quite well against a very low immortal count of an opponent. And we have seen Trap build 0 immortals in this game. He got a super, super late robotics facility. I would actually love to see ultras in this scenario. That could potentially punch Trap's ticket through to the next stage of this. +2 melee is going to finish up. That will allow not just Banelings to 2-shot High Templar, but for Banelings to 1-shot probes. And, I mean, Zerglings just start tearing everything down at that point. Huge gas income, by the way, for both players right now. Trap going up to... Well, actually, not that big for Rogue. He's only on 6 gases just now. But, yeah, 8 gas setup here for Trap. And, well, there it is. It is going to be that Ultralisk Cavern. Would love to see Rogue go up into that 3-2 as well. He's on 84 drones right now. He is just mining like a monster. Oracle on the bottom side of the map. Oh, I would have loved to see Rogue wait a moment before attacking there. We will see this Speed Overseer coming on in towards the natural expansion. Trap is trying to start to transition into that Sky Toss. And Rogue, he is going to get eyes on that before the additional Stargates have been started up. Oh, looks like Trap did scout his opponent's Ultra Cavern? Maybe? Did he? No, he didn't. But he somehow has the read on it. He's building double Immortal now at a time. And is that going to be in time for this? Kind of feels like it might be. I guess when you look at this number of queens and you see that it's Ling Bane, you have to assume that your opponent's going for this this Ling Bane Ultra Queen style. This is a big attack getting geared up on the top right. And without Banelings to help out against these Zealots, kind of a tough one to deal with. Meanwhile, so many queens, so many Banelings, 62 Banelings. Holy crap, that was a big storm on top of those Banelings. Meanwhile, we do have the Zealots and Archons moving up towards the top side. Banelings will show up and take care of those Zealots. And the Archons trying to get into a nasty position, but the Lings will prevent them from getting into a super brutal choke. Meanwhile, we do have Lings coming in on the top side, denying the potential 5th base attempt. Oh, storms coming in. One of them actually kind of landing on the Protoss army a little bit. We do have some big storms coming in on those queens. Queens transfusing each other up, though, like gals. They get it done together. And, well, big storms coming in, but it's not enough to prevent the Zerg from just flooding over top of Trap here. Oh, man, that one Archon could have gotten taken down. 17 kills from the High Templar that formed it. And now the Ultralisks are on the way. Archons will get picked up in this War Prism. And a lot of drones did actually go down during all of this. Looks like, where were those Immortals? I have no idea where those Immortals were at. But ultimately, Rogue keeps his 5th base alive. He did lose a lot of drones there. And I'd love to see him go back to like 85 or even 90 drones right now. Just absolutely pump those bad boys. War Prism. It's actually a double War Prism setup, which is very cool. Not often you see that. That is kind of redefining the meta a little bit. But now, yeah, the fact that these Ultras have... I still feel like Trap... Yeah, he hasn't seen the Hive or the Ultra Cavern. If this were actually a straight up into Broodlords play, that would have been very, very difficult for Trap to deal with. He does have that Mothership very far along. And that will help him quite a bit, but it feels like Trap and Rogue must have played a couple of games against one another. And Trap must have... He must have a read on what Rogue is doing, because if, like I said, if it was straight up into those Broodlords, this would be incredibly difficult to deal with. Like, devastatingly difficult to deal with, even with the help of that Mothership. I like the addition of Burrow, by the way, for Rogue. That is a lot of cannons here. Is Adrenal Glands done? No, it was never researched. That is a huge mistake when you're going so hard on the Zerglings. Oh, I like this from Rogue, though. He is going to target fire down this robotics facility. And despite the mass warping of Zealots right there and the battery overcharge, we are seeing these Lings with their +3 attack and +2 armor kind of just annihilate those Zealots and even the static defenses. Now the mothership is now revealed, and Rogue's going to be like, oh, that's how we're playing, huh? Finally, I think we are going to see these cannons potentially go down, but no, Trap will be able to hold there. 19 kills on this one cannon, 16 on the other. Jeez, somebody get those guys a medal. Man, still more Ultralisks coming down here for Rogue. And honestly, with the number of Immortals at this point, +3 Immortals, I'm liking this army setup less and less from Rogue with no Infestors to, like, Neural Parasite those Immortals. Yeah, Trap's just going to click down these Ultras, especially in such a tight choke. Now, is there... Okay, there's one Overseer, but God, it is feeling a little bit exposed. Look at these Immortals go to town. We will see the Storms come in, hitting all of those Banelings. Immortals, for just a moment, they attack. And look at these 2, 3, 4 Ultras going down to the blink of an eye. Oh, wow, look at those transfuses, though. We do have the Time Warp coming in, but I don't know about this decision from Rogue. Ah, man, at first I love the Ultras so much, and then he kind of dawdled on them, but he still has a lot of Ultralisks. But there's still just enough Immortals to chomp through them there, and that is all of Rogue's army disappearing in the blink of an eye. And Trap, he still has more Immortals, he still has Archons, and he is pushing in on this third base. Can Rogue hold? I really don't think so. I think this is actually probably just too much. Yeah, another Ultralisk goes down. If there had been Greater Spire and like 8 Broodlords with this, I would have loved the composition from Rogue, but instead, Trap will break on through, and he is going to take game number 2. All right, and we are back for game number 3 on Death Aura between Rogue and Trap. Once again, I am Steadfast here, and we're bringing you another series from the DreamHack Masters Last Chance. Rogue versus Trap, game number 3, decider match, decider game. Who will take it down? Spawning up in the top left position of Death Aura, it is the red Zerg player. Give it up for Rogue. And his opponent, spawning down in the bottom right, it is the blue Protoss player. Give it up for Trap. And are we going to see another 15 hatch out of Rogue? Something I'm a little bit curious about. God, I am so just... that last game was really, really neat. But yeah, it is going to be a 15 hatch. But man, that was unfortunate. Rogue, it felt like he was doing so much right. If he had just hit an earlier Ultra timing, and he hit a pretty fast one, but if he had hit an even earlier one, I think that could have gone a lot better for him. Now, Death Aura is one of those maps that it's a little bit more wide open than Romanticide once you get into the middle of the map. But trying to take... or trying to attack in on a Protoss player who's on 3 bases, even on 4 bases, especially if they really turtle up with those static defenses, a lot of cannons, a lot of shield batteries, it can be really, really tough to break in. And Trap, he knows what he's about. He knows what's up. I would not be surprised at all to see him go straight up into a very, very early Sky Toss setup composition. That doesn't mean he'll go straight up into carriers, but I think we'll probably see something similar to what we saw in the last game, where he goes for a very, very quick Charge Lot Archon, but maybe instead of Charge Lot Archon, it's just straight up into Storm, and then very quick Stargate follow-up from there. Now, Rogue, it'll be up to him to try and figure out something against that. I would have really liked to see him try and go for something with the mass queens that he had that wasn't just those ultras. He really did bite down hard on the misread that that kind of Trap laid out in front of him. So Trap represented that double Stargate very, very nicely. Ooh, speaking of representing stuff, we do see Trap starting up Warp Gate and then canceling it to get that quick Stargate after the Chrono boosting out the Stalker. Oh, where's the Star? Oh, wow. He bamboozled even me. I didn't even look for the second pylon. He put it into natural. What an interesting place to see it, to put it. But yeah, Trap, as he needs that additional gas, cancels that Warp Gate and then restarts it. Rogue, he is a pretty smart player. I feel like he probably would have been checking for that. Probably would have been able to deal with that. And I would expect to see some very quick spores come down around that 330 mark still. But yeah, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. There we go. It is going to be that quick Oracle once again out of Trap here. Rogue looks like he's getting ready to position some Lings in, well, kind of patrol routes that would catch an Oracle leaving from the top right side of the main base. But this is the kind of thing that could leave him bamboozled a little bit. Oh, as I say that, he does have this Ling setting up in a really nice position at the bottom. Oh my god, it just misses the... Oh, did it see it? He saw it, but did he see it? Okay, he did see it. Nice spot from Rogue right there. That's going to allow him to build 2 spores in the main and natural expansions. Does he have Queens getting back in time to deal with... Oh, look at this. He actually started a Roach Warren and canceled that upon seeing that Oracle. So beautiful bit of scouting coming out of Rogue. And now he's in position with all 3 Queens in the right spot. That is fantastic out of Rogue to start things off. Trap's got to be like, oh man, seriously? Like, seriously? Oh wow, look at this. 2 additional gateways to bring him up to 4. 4-gate robo, but no additional tech. That is a little bit interesting. Huh. Is this going to be an all-in? Like a gateway all-in? Like an Immortal Sentry all-in, maybe? He does warp in a couple of extra sentries right here. That would be a very, very bold move off of an Oracle. But no, we are going to be seeing that 3rd base come down for Trap. I am a little bit confused by what I'm seeing. Maybe that 3rd base is a semi-fake? Not a real fake. Like, he'll still mine from it, but he's not going to go crazy on it. Nice snipe on that 1 tumor by Trap, recognizing, yeah, that creep tumor on the bottom will not finish. And you will kill it off. If you kill its, what would you call that? The cedar tumor? Yeah, the cedar tumor. Like how you're, like, you know, seeding the, seeding a download. Yeah. I've always been confused by this. Why do the drones do that? They go on the weirdest, longest route. And, wow, looks like this double Oracle does start to find a little bit of damage here. 5 drones getting picked off right there. Damn. Nice job, Trap. Good control. And, well, yeah, this is a fake 3rd base. Oh, man, this is so cool from Trap. Okay, yeah, he's going up to 6 gateways right here. Rogue does see this. He does see these sentries moving out, and I think that's enough to let him know that something wicked this way comes. He is stopping... Oh, God, please tell me that's not a real drone. Please tell me that he is not going to drone up a whole bunch. Okay, bunch of Ravagers starting up here. This army is moving out. This is a pretty dedicated attack out of Trap. No tech behind it. Not building workers, only at 49. And, oh man, Rogue just started up and, well, finished 10 additional workers. He has got to be so careful. But these Corrosive Vials are going to zone Trap out a little bit. Now, behind all this is kind of a pressure from Trap. So, Twilight Council and Forge starting up during all of this. So it seems like Rogue actually gets away with those extra drones he built. And, well, now he's going to start up Roach Speed. He's going to start up +2 Missile, start up a 4th base. If Trap doesn't do anything right here, he's going to be really, really far behind. But he may be able to catch Rogue a little bit out of position and possibly get a cancel on this 4th hatch. Yeah, that's a great move. Nice job, even picking off a little bit of creep. Ooh, Force Field some Trap going to come in and cover the army's escape. But won't be able to do too much more than that, I don't believe. Behind all this, we do see +1 attack and Blink starting up for Trap. He is still representing a little bit of threat on the map. I like this kind of semi-non-committal stuff right here out of Trap. Just finding what value he can. Gets another cancel on the 4th base. This is really nice. And he's just kind of not fully committing, still building workers behind this, but lightly warping in additional units. Man, that is a quick hive out of Rogue, though. Trap does scout it very, very quickly there. Oh, man, the Spore. Oh, God, it's out of position at the natural, but it just doesn't matter. Oh, man, the Oracle survives with 1 HP. Are you serious right now? Would really like to see Rogue reposition this Oracle, by the way. Or this Spore. Trap, he has done a great job of kind of keeping the pressure on Rogue, though, and not allowing him to ever explode massively in terms of economy. Oh, Blink is not yet done. Oof. Force fields not quite catching those units. This is a very, very razor's edge game. Neither player kind of wants to let this one go. Spore Crawler will take a kind of random shot there. We do have... Oh, God, if he can catch that Immortal! Oh, man, it is going to limp its way towards the Protoss army. Rogue checking on a 4th base location. Sees that it is not done. And he, well, he now recognizes that Trap has got a big army heading his way. +1 and Blink are going to finish up now. And, well, these Zealots that were warped in, not going to do a whole lot. Trap will... Oh, man, this shield battery might just get target fire down. Oh, no, it doesn't get targeted by Rogue, and that's because there is a big fight happening on the left side of the map. Ton of Roach Ravager. It is going to get kind of blinked on here. A lot of Roaches on the left side. The Immortals are just chonking away at them. Nice force fields coming down from Trap, segmenting off the drone pull, and it looks like Trap might just have a little bit too much. This kind of undedicated pressure from Trap seems to have kept Rogue just on the back foot enough that he has been able to scale better than the Zerg player. All the Immortals still alive. The drones are getting pulled. 9 of them already going down. The Roach Ravager army is obliterated. And it looks like Trap is going to be able to take down game number 3. A great game from Trap right there. And a great series as well. GG's all around.